today, guys, we're going to talk about the top traits that a Filipina looks in a foreign man. Are you ready, Alma?
Yes, I am ready.
How is your love life?
Oh, my love life is doing well.
You're in a relationship with a foreigner man, right?
Exactly.
Oh, where is
yes.
he from?
He's from New Jersey.
Hey, get a room.
When you were looking for a man, have you ever think like, what a quality of sex life you should have in a man? Like, oh, he should be like this.
No, there's no specific. As long as my man's still active, like
In so different ways.
in so different ways. Yes, active. Yes, but
Yeah.
because I can do the rest.
That's so perfect. As long as you're active, because the Filipina can do the rest. Yeah.
Yes.
So when it comes to like sex life, we are not we're not high maintenance, right?
Yeah.
As long as it's mutual, like you and your partner can give you the pleasure.
Yes.
Yes. How about being hygienic, clean and tidy?
Oh, I like it, of course. I like it clean and tidy because anytime I like to hug him and kiss him while he's watching TV. Okay. Kissing anywhere.
Here's my tip. If a Filipina is okay and she can put up with not hygienic person, it means she's not hygienic. And I think most of the men out there will prefer a hygienic person. Like, she will clean herself, because if she
Take a bath every day.
it's not necessary, but as long as she will keep herself clean, tidy, and smells good, I think that's very important.
Mm-hmm.
So if a Filipina can put up with bad smell, a BO, and other stinky stuff in a man, it means she's not hygienic, because if she is, she will put up with it, right?
Yes.
Yes,
And
so it's very important.
And of course, for me, smells good doesn't mean that you put perfume and body spray on your body, but
natural smell.
Natural smell. Of course, I think that's the chemistry, Chrissy, because I really like his smell. Like, it's like a baby powder.
I think if you love the person, you will be addicted to his smell. Do you think you like a man that is confident?
Of course, because that will uplift me as well. Because sometimes I feel like, oh, I cannot do this.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot do that. But in our case, Ivan's always uplifting me. Oh, you can do it. You're very good at it. Okay.
Yes. He's giving you motivation.
Yes. Okay. He's the one who's always motivate me to do things and develop my skills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for us Filipina, for finding a man, we're like also finding a leader, a head of the family. So when we find a man that is not confident about himself, he's not confident, he sees himself in a very low level compared to the other people in the world, it's just like decrease the trust of the Filipina towards you, or the trust of the woman towards you. They will not see it very appealing, because they want a leader. They want a strong man that they can depend on, that they can grab strength and encouragement as well, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Chrissy, and another thing, also, if the foreigner is not that confident enough, tendency is the Filipina, that's the time that the Filipina will take advantage of you guys.
Correct. So you have to have your confidence. If it is not as strong, you have to develop it. You have to learn it in yourself. So who's more confident? You or Ivan?
I would say Ivan because he has more experience than me, knowing that the age gap. So he's more experienced than me. Actually, sometimes I look at him like a father, like honey, I'm sorry.
Ivan, if you're watching, sorry about that. I'm not gonna cut it out. Well, the same as men, regardless of the age, sometimes they will find us like very motherly. The way we take care of them, the way we are concerned about them, and the way we provide their needs, even if they can do it themselves.
Oh,
Right.
yes, it's true. Next is patience. So,
It's
so
very
how-
important, especially here in the Philippines. Now, tell us about the patience.
patience. Patience. Oh, this is really interesting because I don't know if Ivan has a lot of patience. When we go out, like waiting for me, he's good at it. He just watch on TV and wait for me to change my clothes and get my hair done. Okay, he's good at it, but not in the services outside. Like if we need to wait 10 minutes in the cashier area in the supermarket, or we need to process some documents and we need to wait number 56.
Sounds familiar.
So he will just, forget about it. Let's go back some other time and it will be just the same. So it's better for me to go there by myself.
Because we're more patient than them.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So that's your opinion. Filipinos are more patient.
Yes.
Yes,
For me.
Filipinos are looking for a patient person, right? So, it's expected here in the Philippines that foreigners will lose patience when it comes to services, when it comes to processing on something, even in the malls, even in the restaurants. And us Filipinos, we're used to it. That's why it developed our patience here in the Philippines. Yeah, we're looking for a very patient man. And if the man is from the first world country, right?
Yes.
The first world country, it will be a culture shock to them. So it will test their patience when they come here in the Philippines. And as Filipina,
It's normal.
yeah, it's normal. So for us, we were like, why he's complaining? Why
He's
he's
upset.
so impatient about this stuff? And we also don't know how fast it is in their country. So that's how we can apply understanding when our partner is very impatient about things.
Exactly.
But while you're still there and you're planning to come here in the Philippines and you're gonna date a Filipina, you should expect that she will expect you to be patient. Just try to work on it a little bit. When you were dating before, when you were scanning and selecting men on the site or even in person, were you looking for a religious man?
Not really. Not exactly. Because for me, I am not really a religious person.
Oh, I see.
Okay. Yeah, I believe in God. Yes. But I believe in religion, but I'm not a person who is like really go to church every Sunday.
Philippines is just so much more on religion. We are raised very religious. So we become like, I want to date a very religious man also. But since we learned that not everybody is into religion, that's the time we have to adjust our list, right? So most of the women here in the Philippines will look for a very religious man, but they are also can be negotiated.
But take note that not all religious women are very nice and very good, but sometimes women take advantage of being a religious person, because that's how she introduced it to you, that, oh, I'm a religious person, but it doesn't mean that she's a very good and she's a nice person. Sometimes the bad identity, the bad character hiding behind that religion.
Yes. So even if she's religious and looking for a religious man, still be careful. What do you think Filipinas were looking for the physical appearance of a man?
Oh, for me, I'm not really specific, like into the physical appearance. Like, oh, I'm looking for this macho man. Like, as long as he is physically active.
There's a lot of vloggers out there that are asking women in public if a physical appearance of a person, of a man, really matters to them. Most of them will say no, it doesn't matter, because what's important to them is what's inside.
Yes.
The beauty of inside, not just in the outside. So if we will find the person that has a beauty inside and outside, that's a bingo for us.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a
You
plus.
think you hit the bingo with Ivan?
I think so.
Absolutely. Right. Absolutely. I think I hit the bingo with Rob. Despite of the age gap, like people were saying, oh, these women are just after the money of this man because they're older than them, like in so much age gap. But I don't find it, right? Do you find it? Do you feel that you're in an age gap relationship?
Not really, because before that was like the people telling me, even Filipinos, that, oh, this woman is just after the pocket of this foreigner guy, but it turns out to be the opposite.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. So, but money is very important to us as well.
Of course, without money, we can't go to the beach. We cannot go shopping. We cannot buy our basic needs.
Right. So it's not just a woman that are in relationship with foreigner men matters money, because even these women that are married to local men here in the Philippines, they still find money very important in the family, in a relationship. Because although there's a lot of people that's saying you should not focus yourself into the money, but practically speaking, money can really solve things, you know,
Yes.
especially your health. Like, money is very important with our health, because if there's like emergencies or maintenance that need to be taken every day, if you don't have money, you can't just, you can't solve it. How important being faithful in a relationship? Not just like the man, of course. Also we as a
Yes,
Filipina,
yes.
we should be faithful to our man. Why do you think it's very important?
If you are very faithful to your loved ones, it will build trust and, of course, a long-lasting relationship.
You know, I heard some people saying that if you are going to cheat on your partner, it's not her dignity or integrity that is degraded. It's your integrity that is being degraded, because you are just showing that you are that shallow. You know, you easily get
low level.
sometimes. That's why there's a saying that your love should be high. It should be powerful to each other, because if it's not, you will end up cheating with your partner. Because your love is not that strong, you know.
Yes, it will not long last.
Are you faithful with Ivan?
I think so, because we're already like 9 years.
Had you ever caught Ivan being unfaithful to you?
Never.
Oh.
Because ever since we lived together, like, I'm like her shadow. But we really not really intend to do that.
Yeah.
But every time he will go out, like, he wants me to be with him.
Oh,
like
that's good.
Yes, because we have like common hobbies.
But we Filipinas, sometimes we give them privacy, we give them space. We want to make them feel that they're not being watched and guarded, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But it's just a nice feeling when it's them doesn't want us to be apart from them. Tell us about generous but with limitations.
For me, generous is just like provided my basic needs, but not the things that I don't need. But I just, I want this. But Ivan knows my needs and my wants. So he put boundaries to that wants.
Yes. It's a turn on to us Filipinas when you have this gesture of being generous in a way that is not too much. And because if it's too much, there's nothing good that can happen, right? If it's too much.
Exactly. And I don't want Ivan to feel like he's being used and like he's like an ATM machine.
Right. Two things that you should remember. You can be generous, but not too much, because being so much generous can lead into being manipulated and used. You know, you will be abused, taken for an advantage, and sometimes you will lose respect from the people around you, since they knew that you're easy to give, you don't have limitations, and you will end up hurting yourself and hurting your bank accounts.
Right? Exactly. And later, when you don't have nothing in your pocket, people will not respect you anymore or just abandon you.
So take care of your wallets, your bank accounts, and your pockets, guys. Don't let any Filipina hand get into it. Right. Can you tell that Filipinas are very generous?
It depends also.
If you're generous, you want your partner to be generous too. If you are forgiving, you want your partner to be forgiving. If you are faithful, you want your partner to be faithful, right? So sometimes we use our character traits as our basis of what a man should we have in our life. But there's no perfect relationships. There's no perfect person here in the world. So the most important thing is you give and take with your partner.
Yeah, because Chrissy, you cannot expect your partner to be exactly the same as you.
Right.
That's why we have this. We need to understand our differences, as what we mentioned earlier, right?
Yes, you can be very the same. That's why the word argument is being invented.
All those qualifications that you have on your list, if the first time you met this person, you don't have like a chemistry, like attachment to each other, I don't think so it will work.
So, Alma, you are already an experienced Filipina dating with a foreigner man, right? So what will be your advice to these men that are still looking or that are still observing with their Filipinas that they found online or in person?
Make sure to get to know each other first. Don't don't overwhelm yourself when you know this young girl who is sexy, and then,
are you talking about me?
especially know the family background. Give time of yourself to know this Filipina.
Until next time, from Fly Me to the Philippines.
See you on our next chat.